Hi, I'm Simon Ibell. This is a rare insight into my rare disease.
When my son was 18 months old, I took him to doctors, and we've been to doctors both in Canada and the US. As I was concerned, his hearing, he appeared to have a hearing problem, I should say, plus his gait wasn't right, he didn't fall correctly. Most doctors told me I was just an over-concerned, overactive mum. Well, as these problems continued, I brought him over to the UK, to London in the UK, and was told that Simon had MPS II. We hadn't a clue what that meant, but we were quickly told there were only 4 people in the world with this horrible disease, a disease that we were told would not allow him to go past the age of 5. As a mother, I decided this is not going to be. He's not going to die. He went on in life. He succeeded in areas that every doctor has said he wouldn't. They had said neurologically that he would not grow past 5 years of age. Today, Simon has his degrees, was doing his master's, a very brilliant young man. Doctors told me to put him in a wheelchair. The day we were told the wheelchair, Simon and I went out. What did we do? We got new soccer boots, we got new hockey pads, we got everything. Simon became the goalie for the Rosedale kids.
My brother and I had a very tight relationship, but he loved to tease me like any older brother would. I remember a time when we were in the playground and I was on a slide and him and his friend kind of crept up behind me, and all of a sudden they cut my ponytail, and there it was, my hair was gone. Growing up, I was very fortunate to be able to travel, all around the world, and as a child, that was very exciting. But I guess now looking back, which I didn't maybe recognize at the time, was that we were actually traveling in search of looking for, other patients with this disease, or other, doctors or cures. And so as I got older, I started to realize that we were in and out of hospitals quite a lot. And I always had fun with it being a 6 or 7-year-old, but I think as I got sort of 9, 10, 11, 12, when I was actually starting to go through tests, because they didn't really know, what the cure could be. And they were testing me for bone marrow, they were testing my blood. There was a time when I know my brother gave me, a little bit of trouble for the fact that I passed out after numerous blood tests after all that he went through on what seemed like a daily basis.
Our friendship started over a beer at Sugar Nightclub. At first things, you wonder, what's happening with Simon, why is he short, why does he look the way he looks? I did my own research, and I think it helped in our relationship because I started to understand where Simon's coming from, and I think Simon appreciates the fact that I know what I know, and I'm the first to educate people. People will ask me, about Simon's condition, and in many respects, I feel like a little bit of an expert myself.
So I think this disease has been extremely challenging for our family, but in many ways, I think it's actually brought the bond between my brother and I closer. And brother and sisters are always there for each other, but I think with this disease, it's made you realize how precious family is, and how how important it is for to be able to rely on each other. And Simon helps and supports me in everything I've done in my life, as much as I've had to or needed to or wanted to support Simon in everything that he's done and continues to accomplish.
We go have beers like any other guys do, we go watch the game.
And I think, given me a sense of calm through difficult times in my life. So I really see him as an inspiration and a partner to help me overcome those things.
Simon's a rock star with MPS. He lives his life like anyone else does.
And MPS will never define Simon, never. Simon is defined by the man he is, and he's taller than most. So my thing to you is, if you've got a child like this, hey, don't accept it. Doctors can only go on what they know. totally respect their profession, totally respect their what they stand for. But the spirit is what keeps us alive, and Simon Ibell is an example of that spirit.